Hey guys, Gary from the Campers Atlas. Just coming to show you how to make some nice flashing teasers for next time you're fishing up north. I've got some nice stainless steel. What I'm going to do is show you how to turn it from that to that. It's not a mirror polish by any means, but it's certainly a lot more reflective than that. And it's not too hard. What you need to do is get some 400 or 600 grit sandpaper, get them from the painting section in Bunnings if you've got a sander like this, and then just cut them into strips, fit on there, move up to an 800 and then move up to a 1200, nice and fine by this stage. You're just taking out all the scratches. Once you've got that far, put some metal polish on. Take that in with a sisal buff, and then if you want you can go down to a softer buff to take that off again, and then finish up with a lamb's wool buff just to finish it off. What you need, some sort of sander, an orbital sander or a drum sander, whatever you've got, some protection and a drill for the buffs. And then we'll cut out the actual teasers and we'll show you that. Okay, so we're starting with a 600 grit sandpaper just to try and take all these real rough scratches out. It's not putting too much pressure on with a 600 grit. But yeah, to see all the little lines that I've just made there going up and down, but they're taking out a lot of the others. The next one at 800 grit, we'll start going across the other way. The 800 grit. Again, not too much pressure. Start to see come up a little bit shinier now. You can still see the scratches from the 800 going that way now, but they're getting smaller. Next we'll move to the 1200, and we'll do that in two stages. First we'll do a dry sand. This is wet and dry paper. And then with the second bit of paper I'll put some WD-40 on, and then it'll be a wet sand, and that'll just finish it off. And then we'll get into the polishing. That's the 1200 grit. You can still see a couple of deeper scratches and stuff. You're not going to get those out there, it's too deep. But you'll see the rest of it starting to come up more like a mirror. So next one, change to the next 1200, put some WD-40 on. You can see it's looking quite dirty, these little black marks. That's just the grease and the dirt that's come out from the plate and out of the sandpaper from the WD-40. So now I'll just go and clean that with some household detergent, some washing up liquid, and I'll come back onto the move on to the next step. Okay, so that's it for the dry and wet sandpapering. You can see now there's not many fine scratches left. If you look closely you can still see them, but it's pretty reflective, so it's not too bad. If I had more than or Bunnings had more than 1200, I'd go up to 3000. If I could, I'd go up to 5000, and then it'd be really fine, and it would just take off any scratches whatsoever before you buffed it. But next, put some metal polish on. I've just got this. You can use any sort, it doesn't seem to matter too much, and we'll start buffing it up. So this, can put some on the finger, start rubbing it in. Not too concerned about the edges of the workpiece, because the little not lures but teasers that I'm going to make will be inside these edges a bit. Just want to work this polish in with your finger as well. This is really filling in those small gaps and crevices and scratches. Okay. Time for eye protection now. Make sure with this you don't touch this middle part onto there. You'll scratch out a bit out of it, so you've really got to use right on the edge. Once you clean that up, move away from the size or buff to a cotton or toweling buff, a bit softer, no polish needed, just a bit of a clean up. You're just about there. What I'll do now is I'll go and clean it again with some detergent just to get any of that grease off, and then I'll hit it with the little lamb's wool polishing buff, and it's done. There you have it. Now what I've got to do is get my little templates for my little teasers out and start cutting them out. So this is the basic design for each teaser. Should be able to fit 1, 2, 3. Done some grinding. Tried using a hacksaw, but it was just going to take too long, so I ended up using a grinding disc and cutting the one piece into 3, and I've just taken off the edges with a flapper disc. So it's 90 wide, so I'll mark at 40, mark at 50. Gives us a centimetre in the middle, and this is basically in thirds. So this is 240 long, mark at 80. Mark at 80. And I'll do the same again at the top, and then we'll look at bending them in. So what I've done now is heated up the piece in my little pizza oven, just so it's going to bend a bit easier. I've just got some plates, it's a bit of cardboard glued onto it, just so my vise doesn't damage the workpiece. Now, let's just start bending. Into shape. I'll do it roughly at a 45. Once I've bent the front two, I've already drilled a hole. Just want to bend the back two, and I want to bend it the opposite way. So this one's bending down, this one wants to bend the same. You want the opposite to this side. One up, one down, one down, one up. Now what I want to do is just round these corners off a bit, just so they're a bit smoother. Do the other ones, clean them up, and they're ready to attach to the line. So after bending the corners, I've just rounded them off and then attached them together with a number 7 coast lock swivel, nice little ball bearing swivel, and a stainless split ring. A little stainless clip on the top to the rope attached to the back of your boat. Same number 7 coast lock snap swivel. And at the bottom, same number 7 again, straight onto a sinker just to keep it down so it doesn't come up and splash on the top. I think this will be a good weight for a slow speed, about 4 knots. If I want to troll a bit faster, then I'll probably go up to a heavier weight, and I can just clip these weights on and off. That should spin rather nicely through the water. Only one thing to do now is take it up to Exmouth and try it out. Come on!